Going on YouTube?
What is up, y'all? We are back again and we need to talk about something.
We're gonna talk about little speculations been going on about Jehovah's Witnesses maybe approving the birthdays now. It's been a little letter floating around and we sat on it for a little bit, but now we're gonna address it.
Yes, so we got this letter sent to us by one of our subscribers, and honestly, you know what? Before we share any of our thoughts, let's just look at it and read it, okay?
All right.
So, announcements and reminders. November 2024. Dear brothers and sisters, in recent years, the governing body has engaged in careful study of the scriptural understanding of birthdays. As a result, we have come to a new appreciation of this topic. While it is true that the Bible does not explicitly mention birthdays, it does provide valuable context. For example, we find that both Jesus and his disciples attended a wedding feast, John 2, 1-11. This joyous occasion, celebrating a union of two people, highlights the importance of celebrating life's milestones. Furthermore, the Bible records several instances of individuals being honored or remembered on special days. These examples, though not directly related to birthdays, demonstrate that it is not inherently wrong to acknowledge or commemorate significant events in one's lives. In light of these scriptural considerations, the governing body has concluded that celebrating birthdays is not a violation of God's laws. However, it is important to remember that such celebrations should always be conducted in a manner that honors Jehovah and uplifts the Christian congregation. We encourage all of you to approach this matter with love and understanding as we strive to apply the new understanding. Let us be guided by the principles of Christian love, humility, and respect for one another. May Jehovah's blessings continue to be upon you all.
What was your reaction when you first seen this letter?
I will literally tell you what my reaction is, because the thing is, something about this letter just seemed off. I think it was the last sentence. May Jehovah's blessings continue to be upon you all. Like, the governing body never has said that in a letter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just looked funny to me. So I was like, what did I say? I was like, no way. Is this real? Like, what the heck? Thanks for sending it to us. We're going to see if we can do some digging. Because it just didn't look right, you know? But also, thank you for, wanting to, include us in this. And I said they usually end their letters with something like, your Christian brothers of, whatever. So we'll see if this is legit. But if it is, that's wild. That's what I said. Yeah. And then she responded and texted whoever gave it to her and asked them if it was legit or whatever. And they said yes. But this is what I have to say about it. You have to look at everything with a discerning attitude all of the time.
Yeah. And do your research. Yes, do your
research. Because like we always say, people are people. So sorry, there was a bug. But everybody is going to, not everybody is going to be in the XJW community for good reasons. Yeah. They try to push the false narratives and make the XJW community look even worse. And I'm not saying this about the subscriber that sent it to us, but whoever started this thing.
Yeah, because what we did when we first seen the letter, we usually when we come across a topic, we're like, well, did anybody do a video on this yet? And we'll jump on YouTube and look, and we didn't see anything. So I'm like, I don't know if we just having to get this first.
Yes, he does that, and I usually go to jw.org and I look on there and see if there's been any updates posted. You know what I mean? So we both kind of do it at the same time. But yeah, that way we're both working at two different ends, You're looking at the social aspect. I'm trying to see jw.org, because that's where they'll post it usually.
So that was, and we were geek, because when we first got it, we were like, dang, they approving the birthdays now. And one thing we try to make a habit of with our videos, we want to have references. We want to show you facts. And if it's something that maybe he say, she say, we'll start the sentence off by saying, well, we're not sure, but, or we're not all the way 100% on this, but this is our opinion, or we think, or we believe. Yeah. But if we don't have facts, we're not going to state some of this facts. So when it came to this letter, this is what sealed the deal for us. We already seen it was skeptical, and then on the nobody asked us I forget the name of the Facebook group, but that one, somebody had posted this letter not too long after, and a lot of people confirmed, like, no, this is a fake letter going around. So now it's like,
this just happened like a couple weeks ago, and we're so happy that we didn't jump the gun and come on here and spread this false letter.
Right. And I guess we can look at this from two angles. The what if this is real? Like, we'll just play on that idea, like Jehovah's Witnesses celebrating birthdays.
Yeah.
And then, like, of course, it being fake. So we'll start off like with the fake side. This is the issue I have with people that do stuff like this, because it's irritating. They already try to paint this narrative of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses as being liars, crazy, apostate material. Like, you hear that all the time. And we prove all the time from our content, like, yo, we just go to jw.org or any Jehovah's Witness literature that they have trying to, throw in the trash and hide, and we'll pull it back out and say, hey, look at this.
Yep.
But that's where all our content comes from. We don't make stories up. We're not bitter or angry. We just simply tell our version of what we experience, because certain things you're not allowed to talk about as a Jehovah's Witness. Even the negative things, you are not supposed to talk about that publicly because it makes them look bad and makes the organization look bad. But what we do, no, we talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
We talk about the shunning and the people that don't really follow the rules and the mistreatment of members and the elders that get power hungry and these egos. Like, we allowed to talk about that stuff, and that's what our content is. But we're not making stuff up. So when people, you don't have to make up stuff, especially like when something is false. You don't have to twist it to make it look bad. It's
make it look more false.
No, it's already,
don't have to do that.
It's already false. So with things like this, whoever is coming up with fake literature like this, you a lame. Like, plain and simple, like, you a cornball for even doing something like that, because
what's the reason? You
can show the real stuff and it's gonna hit just as good.
Yes. And what's the reason? Is it because anybody who's creating this, like, false letter, it has to be with bad intentions, because what else are the intentions in doing something like that? That
makes sense.
It makes the XJW community look not reliable, for one, which they are already pushing that the XJW community is not reliable, filled with apostates. And this is something that is literally like an apostate material, because you made it up.
Yeah, unless, who knows, it might have been the organization might be making this up. Yeah. To get us to take the bait and push around a fake narrative. That's like, so you just never know where it's coming from, but they lame as hell too, if that's who's behind that. But yeah, that's just not cool right here. Like, it is so much crazy Jehovah's Witnesses printed material that you could just show people that what did that comment say? Blew our scalp back. Like, it's so much crazy stuff you can share, but you don't have to make up fake letters like this to get a point across. Right.
No. And honestly, something like this may happen. We have said in the past that might be the next thing. A bunch of people believe that might be the next thing. It's
could be.
To be allowed to celebrate birthdays. I think that, or maybe even like voting. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Something like that. I think even now voting is looked like as a conscious matter. Yeah. In a lot of places.
I remember when Obama got elected, me and my sister was just talking about this.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of black brothers and sisters got in trouble because they went and voted. Or at least, like with us, I remember we would have family day at my grandparents' house. And when that election went on, I'm like a freshman. Yeah. And my sister, she's like, let me see, she had to be like maybe 3rd or 4th grade, maybe 4th grade, something like that at the time. And all my cousins, we all went upstairs in my grandparents' room while everybody else is downstairs, and we snuck and we was watching it like, oh, is he gonna win? Just because this was the first time we seen a black dude in office. We was geeked just to see like, is he gonna win? Is he gonna win?
It's a historical moment.
Yeah, so things like that, like witnesses was interested for real, and we look back like, what if my grandparents and them was downstairs watching it? It's like sneaking and watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're not political people or nothing like that. But so many witnesses want to do stuff like that. Or so many witnesses that left are excited to vote now because it's something they always wanted to do. And do you. As long as you're not hurting other people, go for it.
Yes, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's not like, because at the end of the day, those kinds of things still end up applying to your life in one way or another, you know? And some people are very passionate about politics. Even whenever they were Jehovah's Witnesses, they wanted to be passionate about politics, but they couldn't. Like, it's not something you could put a complete blind eye to. Even with us not being political people, we still have an idea of what is going on both sides. You know, like both sides, because it's just in your face all the time.
Yeah, and you hear points that may relate to you, like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I also like that over there.
Right.
And even like the social injustice, like police brutality, Black Jehovah's Witnesses are told to be neutral. Are you kidding me? Like, you can see this stuff and they are brainwashing you. Oh, don't feel any type of way. Are you like this stuff personal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? We're gonna have to make a video. Our next video will be about this.
Yeah.
I got some things to say.
We'll have to touch in on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but we just wanted to touch in on this letter. But now let's flip it and look at the what if this was real hypothetical situation.
Right.
Now let's just say this was because it's been passed around as a fake letter. So if it ends up being a real letter, we'll do a video saying, oops, our fault. Because we ain't like the governing body. We'll say, oh, we was wrong. Guess it was real. But it seemed that it's fake.
It's fake.
From what we've been hearing and how it looks.
Yeah.
Now, let's say hypothetically if it was real. You know how crazy that would be if because when people hear about Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't know much about them. All they know is, I heard they'll celebrate holidays and birthdays.
That's always
crazy.
like one of the first things. Those are the people that come knocking at the door. Like, those are the first things you think of when you hear of a Jehovah's Witness.
It is knocking on doors and holidays. That's it. So this would make you look goofy to the average person. When you like, oh, Jehovah's Witnesses, you can't do birthdays. Yeah, I can, because they gave us a letter to say we could now. Man, it'd be somebody 60 years old like, bro, my whole life y'all ain't been doing this. How y'all just now coming with a new rule? Then now y'all can do birth. And then you have to go into why they couldn't do certain things.
Yeah.
That's the irritating thing about New Light. Because y'all stood on it for so long and was so serious to where you would punish people for even thinking to do something like this.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh well.
And the origins of them not celebrating birthdays is so stupid. It's like somebody got served their head on a platter or something like that. Remember
Wasn't it John the Baptist at this party or something? I quit reading the Bible and stuff.
It was something like that, but that's like the origins of why they don't celebrate birthdays, because
somebody got their head cut off.
What does that have to do with like the present day people wanting to celebrate every year that they experience, you know, every year that they get older? Has nothing to do with that.
You could also, they were drinking wine and stuff at that establishment. So you should not be able to drink wine because one time people was drinking wine and somebody got their head cut off.
Okay.
You can use that same narrative.
Exactly.
Like the birthday is, and then Jehovah's Witnesses will dance around the birthday thing like, well, I'll give you this, but I'm not going to tell you it's for your birthday. Or I'll accept it, but don't say it's my birthday. Or give it to me tomorrow or the day before. It's your birthday, man.
I'm telling you. And we just did a video on a reaction of the Caleb and Sophia video where Caleb was about to eat the birthday cupcake from somebody at school. So the thing is, the organization would have to dial back and go back through all of their things on jw.org and delete everything about birthdays and things like that. Which, not to mention, they still haven't done when it comes to shunning.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, they are so dumb. Like, they tried to go and do this whole thing with Norway and say, hey, like, give us back our registration as, like, you know, a religious community or whatever. Yeah. But you still haven't gone back on your own website and deleted, like,
it's too much.
Thing.
They need a deleting team. Yeah. They got all these other teams, law teams, and all these other people. They need a delete evidence team up in Belco.
No,
they can go through everything. They can make them look back and make sure it's gone.
Oh, the internet just is not a good thing for them.
Because we got screenshots of videos, all of us ex-members and stuff.
Yeah.
Even like the old literature.
Old. Zion's watched.
People got books.
Yeah.
That's another thing. New Light. They're going to tell the members to get rid of them old books. If you have, or bring them in. We would like to have them for the museum. Yeah, for the museum, or to give where the need is greater. We'll ship them out to Zimbabwe somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm telling you.
Yeah, this whole thing, it was surprising and then irritating. The fact that somebody would go out their way to make for one, y'all got too much. It's like people to make catfish pages to me. You got too much time on your hands to be making up stuff like this.
Go make some money.
Or just wait until they actually do something like this.
Yes.
I'm sure they will. They're getting desperate.
I'm telling you. But yeah, so just remember to look at everything with a discerning attitude. Remember that people are people no matter where you go. So you're going to have people who are fakers.
Exactly. And that's something, and that's if it was an ex-JW that did this. So
it may not have been.
Yeah, who knows? It could have been them. But what we will say, you come across ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and I know some of us, when we get out of this cult of being shunned, we lose a community. And then we yearn to find a new community, and you find the ex-JWs, but you subconsciously accept them the way that you would the so-called friends that you had before, to where everybody is your friend. But when you meet ex-JWs, like you always say, people are people. Some ex-JWs still have the same qualities they had when they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
That are not good.
Yeah, that are not good, as far as like some of them was like drama, some of them were liars, some of them like to manipulate people. They were just Jehovah's Witnesses. And then being out, some of these people are the same people, but you may be a little green and accept everybody as your brother and sister outside of the organization. Some of these people have bad intentions, and some have good intentions. That's no different from any particular group of people you come across anywhere in life.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's people that like sports. You got cool people that might like your team, cool people that don't. You play instruments. You may be in a band. You might have some band members that's cool, some that ain't. It's every group you could think of has good and bad in it, including the ex-JW community. And I don't know if anybody really touches on that.
Yeah, I feel like they don't.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because unfortunately it's part of leaving the cult. You look for a group to where everybody in the group is good.
Yes, and that's going to lead us to our next topic of discussion, which will be in the next video, but it'll be something to look out for sure.
Yep. So let us know what y'all think about this letter. Do y'all think it's fake? Do y'all think it's real? Let us know in the comments. And
we know it's fake.
Well, I'm just putting it out there in case in case we happen to be wrong, which I highly doubt it. But if we were wrong, let us know what y'all think if y'all think it's fake. We pretty much think it's fake. Look fake to us.
Yeah.
Yep. So hit us on our Instagram at Awaken Truths IG. On our TikTok, that's at Awaken Truths LLC.
And we have our healing journals. We have the regular version and the Pimo version. And that's about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.